Men det alvorlige også det prinsipielle. Nå var i vår Fremskrittspartiet det eneste partiet som ikke ville være med på en skrivning i Stortinget om betydningen av en FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Og denne New World Order, det noe sprøyt.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Og denne New World Order, det noe sprøyt som funnet opp av konspirasjonsteoretikere.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Om jeg kan få oss ut av FN og Parisavtalen, legge ned noe han kaller NWO, som åpenbart en konspirasjonsteori.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Om verdensherredømme. Om verdensherredømme.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Om verdensherredømme.
FN-ledet verdensorden.
Dette ville være veldig dumt hvis vi skulle gå ut av FN. Det å gå ut av Parisavtalen betyr jo bare at klimautfordringene våre vil bli enda større.
At hvis vi vedtar FN-resolusjoner i Sikkerhetsrådet, og ingen villig til å sørge for at de kan gjennomføres, da har et av SVs veldig viktige mål gått tapt, nemlig at vi ønsker en FN-ledet verdensorden.
Og denne New World Order, det noe sprøyt som funnet opp av konspirasjonsteoretikere.
Nemlig at vi ønsker en FN-ledet verdensorden.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Og denne New World Order, det noe sprøyt som funnet opp av konspirasjonsteoretikere.
Today is the first full day of the New World Order. Outdoor gatherings are limited to 2 people. Exercise is allowed, but no further than a 10-kilometre radius from your home. Browsing in shops is not permitted. Only 1 person per household may leave to do essential shopping. And from tomorrow, funerals are limited to 10 people.
This is a world pandemic. It's a 1 in 100-year event. So you can expect that we will have transmission from time to time, and that's just the way it is. We've got to accept that this is the new world order. We've got to accept that this is the new world order. This is the new world order. This is the new world order.
It is a big idea, a new world order. We can find meaning and reward by serving some higher purpose than ourselves. A shining purpose, the illumination of 1,000 points of light.
It's no longer a theory. What I'm about to say is fact. The secret organizations of the world power elite are no longer secret. They have planned and are now leading us into a one-world communist government. This is terrorism of the most worst kind, brought on you by our own government.
To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
Og denne New World Order, det noe sprøyt som funnet opp av konspirasjonsteoretikere.
Nemlig at vi ønsker en FN-ledet verdensorden.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Here's how Agenda 21 is defined by the United Nations. A comprehensive plan of action to be taken globally, nationally, and locally by organizations of the United Nations system, governments, and major groups in every area in which humans impact the environment. Wow, that's kind of broad. Now, it has been adopted by more than 178 governments. I believe there's only 191 on the planet. The United Nations had their big conference on the environment and development in Rio back in 1992, and that's when everybody jumped on board. But it sounds harmless. It's only Agenda 21. Yeah, go look this one up, because it's not so harmless. And it really, can I tell you something? You have to dig pretty deep into this thing. I mean, because look at all this. It doesn't get spooky until about here. Just section 1. Social and economic dimensions, which talks about the redistribution of wealth, changing consumption patterns, promoting health, I love this one, change population, and sustainable settlement. That's good. Then a little later, when it talks about the redistribution of wealth, which we all love, quote, developed countries and funding agencies should provide specific assistance to developing countries in adopting an enabling approach to the provision of shelter for all. So that's like guaranteed housing. Well, that's going to be great because the government's going to own all of our houses anyway because we're all going broke because of this. Reading through the pages, it becomes clear sustainable development is just a really nice way of saying centralized control over all of human life on planet Earth. That doesn't sound bad. It starts to make more sense when you see who's responsible for all of this. First, Gro Harlem Brundtland. I love her. I don't really know how to say her name because I don't know anybody who names their child with the first name G-R-O, Gro. But here she is, strong like bull. She happens to be the first vice president of Socialist International, which I read in Newsweek, we're all socialists now, just like Gro. Totally unrelated to her work at the UN is her socialist work, I'm sure. She's also really close friends with the Clintons. Oh, they get along so great. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yoo-hoo! Right here. There she is. She's also active in the Clintons' Global Initiative. She's there for the annual meetings. Yeah. She was there when Hillary received a German Media Award in 2005. And here's Hillary wishing her dear friend happy 70th birthday. Watch. Here she is.
As a former environment minister, a longtime advocate for sustainable development, and most recently as a United Nations Special Envoy for Climate Change. You helped set the stage for intensive diplomatic and scientific work being done on this issue today.
Yada, yada, yada. Okay. Gro wasn't just there. Come on, she's being modest here. Gro wasn't just there. She coined the term sustainable development in a 1987 missive entitled Our Common Future.
Unless poverty is alleviated, there is no chance that we will be able to stabilize the world population. It has grown by 500 million since the Commission last met 5 years ago. We must deal with population growth through an integrated approach, including education and the enhancement of the status of women, improved public health and family planning. During preparations for this conference, many developing countries declared themselves ready to make political commitments to curb population growth towards full implementation of Agenda 21. But there is a time bomb ticking, and when the world population doubles and the world economy increases, fivefold or tenfold, we need nothing less than to build a global democracy. We need nothing less than to build a global democracy.
FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden. FN-ledet verdensorden.
Og denne New World Order, det noe sprøyt som funnet opp av konspirasjonsteoretikere.
So people assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had, and everything will be normal again in how we are used to normal, in the old fashion. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.